Happy 2020 to you. In this video, we're going to cut out all the fluff that you hear every single new year, and we're going to get personal with 3 real steps that you can use to make 2020 your best year yet. And we're going to give you a chance to participate in a free live coaching webinar and more. So let's do this. Hi everybody, I'm Coach Michael, your Keep It Real coach, and I want to welcome you to our launch video of the brand new LifeDezign Coaching channel. On this channel, we're going to focus on one thing, and that's helping you learn to actually implement the progress and the improvements that you want in your life, in your business, and in yourself. And we're going to prove that to you in the next 5 minutes. Now, to be clear, if your life's awesome as it is, then maybe we're not the best channel for you. But if you're looking for something just a little bit more, something a little better, then hang out for a while and let's see what we can do to help each other. So I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about 2020 and the progress and the improvements that we're all going to be able to make together. And being a new year, it seems that once again, the number one question on so many people's minds is, what the heck am I going to do this year to make it better than last year? I mean, let's be honest. Have you figured it out for yourself yet? When you hear 2020, what do you think of? For most of the people that I've been talking to, when they hear 2020, they think of vision, 2020 vision. And whether for you that means perfect vision or maybe just really good eyesight, regardless, it really boils down to just one thing, and that's seeing things clearly, which is exactly what we're committed to helping you do in 2020. And it really is the number one thing that you can do to help improve your year. And what do I mean by that? I mean to truly get clear on what it is you want and where you want to be a year from now. So let me share with you a huge high-performance life hack that you can use to actually make this simple. And that's to learn to look at your life like a business. Now, if you're wondering what I mean, it's because as people, most of us, we look at our lives in a way of, what do we currently have available to us? What are our skill sets? What are our resources? What are the things we like to do? And then we try to make plans from here forward to a future that we think we're going to enjoy. But businesses, they go about it differently. Businesses actually look at where they want the business to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And then every decision that they make is made based on that vision, not that vision being set based on what they have available to them today. I've actually got a training on this, and I'll get that on video for you real soon. But for now, let's keep it simple and let's just stick to the concepts for today. Okay. So let's stop for a moment and let's just picture yourself at the end of the year. So now, right now being January, the middle of January, consider yourself maybe at Christmas at the end of this year. Maybe you're with a lot of friends and family or coworkers, but this time they're all complimenting you on the progress and the accomplishments you've made in the year. So can you see that in your mind? Now pause for a moment with that in your mind and answer these 4 simple questions for yourself. So question number 1 is, where are you at? I mean, geographically, are you at the same home? Maybe a relative's home, maybe your home, throwing, the end of the year party. Are you at the same company Christmas party maybe? Or the same location that you and your friends have gone to for the last few years? What's the atmosphere like for you there? Is it the same food that was brought by the same people year after year after year? Question number 2, who's there with you? Again, is it the same family members? Is it the same set of friends or co-workers? And if that's what you want, if that's truly your vision for the end of the best year of your life, great. But maybe, just maybe, you've built or nurtured some new friendships maybe some mentors that you had or some people that you really looked up to over the years that now, at the end of the best year of your life, are actually with you celebrating your accomplishments for the year. Which leads me to question number 3. And that is, what is it that they're actually complimenting you for? Remember, this is your vision for the end of the best year you've ever had. It's not a repeat of every previous year. So I'm asking you, let go of today. Create the picture of the future that you really want. And then keeping this picture in mind, answer the 4th and final question. What is so different now about your life, about your lifestyle, your business, your relationships, whatever it is, that has all these people so excited for you? Okay, I said I'd prove to you that you can make this personal and actionable within 5 minutes. So now we're going to do what in coaching I call your first self-test. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to actually scroll down to the comments section and share the answers to those 4 questions with us. Share them in the comments. Keep them brief, but be descriptive. Okay, this step is super, super important. Now, obviously, if you're driving, finish the video now, come back as soon as you can though. Okay, it's super important. Come back and share your answers in the comments. And here's why. Okay, why am I asking you to do this exercise? Because the fact is that if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone enough to engage a little bit and to do a simple action like typing out a few questions or a few answers, and they're the answers that you say you want out of your life or your business. If you're not willing to do that, change. How do you expect your life to change? How do you expect to attain those goals and get those achievements? Okay, there's another reason why I'm asking you to do this. And that's because this exercise, it's actually step number 2 in the 3-step process that we're talking about in this video. And that is to do something new, something that is outside of your normal comfort zone. The reality is if you actually do this for yourself, you've already begun 2 out of the 3 most important steps that you can make to have 2020 be your best year yet. But now comes step number 3. And step number 3 is the one that's going to challenge 97% of you. So what could possibly be so challenging, right? Believe it or not, step number 3 is to repeat steps 1 and 2. So most people think that, that this was going to be something super hard. But my question, again, to get you thinking, why is it you might have thought that step number 3 was going to be so difficult? Well, it's because most of us have false beliefs. We believe that, it's difficult to make our lives or our businesses or our relationships better. Let me ask you this. You've probably heard the saying, success leaves clues, right? But I want to share it with you in a little bit of a different context. And that is because success and achievement and goal attainment, getting more of what you want out of life and business and actually eliminating the things that you don't want, it's not difficult, right? It's just not. But let me explain. See, it's hard to get ourselves to follow through. But the steps themselves, they're simple. They're simple. Okay? Without even realizing what happens is we overcomplicate things. And there's a reason that this happens. It's because if something, this is subconscious, if something is challenging, if it's difficult, then it's actually acceptable for us not to move forward. The problem is, that's a facade. We've been taught to believe it, to accept it, but it's a lie. Look, we all know this. Dramatizing a struggle It sells books, it sells movies, and it makes stories sound more exciting and more relatable, and yes, easy to believe. Why? Because it gives us all an excuse. We can all admit that. It's subconscious, but it happens. However, if you listen to any confident individual that's actually taken things to that next level, and yes, I said confident because I'm not talking about people who want that pat on the back and want to be put up on a pedestal. I'm talking about a confident person who's taken things to that next level. They did 3 things. Number 1, they got super clear on what it is they actually wanted. Number 2, they made a commitment to doing things differently. And I'm talking about starting on the inside. They worked on their mindset, their beliefs, controlling their emotions, letting those 2 changes dictate their action steps forward, right? Okay, they made that commitment to do things differently. And then number 3, they kept at it consistently until everything else broke loose. I said at the beginning of the video that we were going to cut out the fluff and that I was going to give you steps that you can personally do in 2020 to make this your best year yet. And look, I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's any possible way I could have made it more simple and more direct. Coaching is not about fluff. It's about getting results. And results are made simple. As a coach, my commitment to you is that everything I share in these videos, in these coaching videos, is shared in a way that you can make personal, that you can make actionable for yourself, and to do that in a way that's simple, that's relatable. So look, if you didn't already add your answers in the comments, and again, I get it if you're driving, but please come back to this video and do it. If you haven't already put your answers to the 4 questions in the comments, do it now. By doing this, we can actually support you moving forward. And though I typically always suggest using a personal journal, in this case, I'm going to suggest a couple of things different. I'm going to suggest that you actually subscribe to the channel, that you ring that bell so you get notifications, and actually smash that like button. By doing this, you can come back to this video maybe once a month. If you need to watch it again as a refresher, you can do that. But the point is, you can update your comments with any changes, with any progress that you've made on that end of your vision, right? Not only does this allow you to hold yourself accountable, I know self-accountability is like, it's like a bad word, but you can hold yourself accountable. You can actually support others in the comments. What a novel thought, right? But you can also get support from them. This channel is about building community and coaching people to the next level. And lastly, this is going to give you a running log of your progress. I mean, it's literally like your own personal online journey. Look, I'm committing this entire year to breaking down my coaching system, which I've spent 30 years now building and testing and working with. In the last few years, actually creating a systematic process. I'm breaking that system down into free coaching videos for you. Videos that with messages and with tools that you can use personally to get perfectly clear about what it is that you really, really want, why it is that you actually want these things. We're going to help you actually master your mindset, master, the control of your emotions and the action steps that you take, giving you, helping you find your own direction. And we'll do this using the simplest proven methods that I've actually seen help thousands of people over, the last 3 decades. So if you have an interest in taking some part of your life or business to that new level, to that next level, and you want to engage with a team of people that are willing to actually support each other in this journey, then go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and here's the key. Share the video with anyone that you would like to see have their best year yet. So your special freebies are coming up right now, but I do just want to let you know that our next video, which will be next week, we're going to consistently do one a week. That way you have a little bit of time to actually implement these steps, to make comments. Gives me time to respond while I'm also creating more content for you. But next week's video, we're going to get really clear about what it is you truly want. You're going to get action steps. You're going to get something that you can actually make personal about what it is that you truly want out of life, business, relationships, whatever it is for you. And then we're going to touch on why it is you truly want that. So I definitely look forward to seeing you there. As this being a brand new channel, our first 1,000 public, visible, and engaged subscribers are going to get an invite to a private coaching webinar. In the webinar, we're going to actually share live coaching sessions, and we're going to choose those topics randomly from the most active participants in the video comments. Okay, so please be sure to scroll down there, to jump down into the comments and share the answers from today's 4 questions. Be sure to ask any questions that you may have about me, about the topic, about coaching, about anything related to this. And be sure to support other people with encouragements. I look forward to seeing those. I look forward to answering and responding and engaging. And until next time, live awesome and enjoy your journey.